Hi, I'm David with Artinian Gems, and I'm here today to share with you a little bit about the world's leading color gemstone. Do you know what that is? The world's leading color gemstone is Blue Sapphire. And today I want to share with you some facts and some features about Blue Sapphire that's going to really add to your presentation. We all know somebody who's as honest as a long summer's day, but they lack competence in a specific field. You tend to not trust their judgment, even though you just love them because of their honesty and integrity. Today I want to share with you some facts and some features that can add to your knowledge base so that you can go in there with your client and you can share passionately about the sapphire and you can let your honesty and integrity shine through while at the same time you display a high level of competence. And when you combine those together, it's very, very powerful. You know, I'm not a scientist. My knowledge comes from work in the field in Sri Lanka and in parts of Africa, buying the rough, cutting the gems, bringing them to market. So I've learned over time a little bit about the best and the finest colors of Blue Sapphire and how to present that to a client. So without any further ado, let's look at a few did you knows about Blue Sapphire.
Now let's have some fun and learn some facts about sapphires that you can share with your clients. Rulers of ancient Persia believed that the sky was painted blue by the reflection of sapphire stones. 2,000 years ago, Persian traders were crossing the Indian Ocean back and forth to Sri Lanka in search of fine sapphires. Now, traditionally, sapphire symbolizes nobility, truth, sincerity, and faithfulness. It has decorated the robes of royalty and clergy members for centuries. Its extraordinary color is actually the standard against which all other blue gems from topaz to tanzanites are measured. Now, kings wore sapphires around their neck as a powerful defense against harm, and queens have traditionally worn them as well. Many of the most famous tiaras worn by royalty are studded with blue sapphires. The most famous royal sapphire today is the engagement ring given by England's Prince Charles to Lady Diana Spencer in 1981, and it's now worn by Princess Catherine. It features an 18-karat oval blue sapphire surrounded by diamonds.
We tell these interesting stories about sapphire as a way of creating confidence in the mind of your clients. It's called social proof. It shares with them that they're not alone in their love for sapphires. There's a long history of people who bought sapphires and treasured sapphires. Speaking of treasuring sapphires, did you know that during the Victorian era, blue sapphire was the gemstone for engagement rings? That's interesting and very important, especially nowadays where sapphire as an engagement ring has really taken off again.
Now, when you look at a blue sapphire, what is it? And what makes one sapphire more valuable than another? Sapphire is simply a mix of aluminum and oxygen, simple aluminum oxide, and it's colorless. So to get a blue sapphire, it takes a sprinkling of trace elements. It takes iron and titanium to give it its blue color. Now, when light travels through a sapphire, it splits actually into two rays. This is called double refraction. That means that all blue sapphires display two colors. Most commonly, you'll see either a blue with a slight green as a secondary color or blue with a slight violet as a secondary color. The most sought-after colors are that blue with violet. Now, the blue with green is also beautiful, but it brings the price down a little bit. The blue sapphires with that violet as a secondary color are commonly associated with gems from Sri Lanka, from Burma, and southern Madagascar. So if you're a gem geek, that means that they come from metamorphic rock and they primarily have less iron content. These gems are the ones that tip the scale of value over the top. These are the really expensive stones. Now, the blue sapphire with a slight green contingency as a secondary color are commonly associated with gems from Thailand, Cambodia, Montana, northern Madagascar, Nigeria, and a few other places. These gems are more commonly associated with volcanic activity, and they have a higher iron content. These are less pricey, but don't let that deter you from selling them. Based on fashion colors and your client's personal taste, this greenish color may be exactly what they're looking for. Now let's talk about the hardness and shape of sapphire. Sapphire is a very hard and durable stone. On the Mohs hardness scale, it's a 9. It's the second hardest natural gem available. That makes it perfect for long-term daily wear and especially appropriate for outdoorsy people. The natural crystal structure of sapphire is an elongated hexagonal shape. This means that the most common shapes available in cut stones will be rectangular cushions and ovals. This is because the cutter always wants to maximize the yield from the rough. That means round sapphires and square sapphires are a premium, meaning that the cutter would have to often waste a lot more of the rough material to get a nice round or square gem. So if you're presenting a round blue sapphire, you can explain to your client just how rare that shape is. Or if you're presenting a rectangular or oval stone, you can explain just why most sapphires are cut in these shapes.
Well, I hope that was helpful. Hope it wasn't too much information. The goal today was to provide you with some features and some facts that you can combine with benefits for your clients. Remember, you must understand what motivates your client, and once you understand what motivates them, you can bring the right information to them. For example, if you know that they love earth tone colors and they want a sapphire for their engagement ring, you can show them the blue sapphire with a slight green modifier. You can share with them the fact that it was created by very, very rare volcanic activity in northern Madagascar to create that blue-green color that's so rich and wonderful, and how it's a gemstone that they will surely treasure for a lifetime. Again, I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you soon.